I decided the title after I wrote it. I think at first I was like, maybe I'll name it Lucky or Backyard Boy, and I think I was on a TikTok live. I used to do this a lot, and I was on a TikTok live, and I was like, should it be Lucky or Backyard Boy? And everybody was like, Backyard Boy, Backyard Boy, and I was like, okay, cool, it's Backyard Boy. My dad, for the longest time, had been asking and like saying, Claire, you should make an upbeat song. Like, I think it'd be really cool. And my dad produces all my music, by the way. It's like a really fun collaboration, and it's the best. In my head, I didn't have the intention of like writing about a certain thing. Like, I didn't have the story in my head. It was just kind of like, let's write a song. And then with the idea like, oh, I want to make something a little more upbeat. So I had just like the beat of it, the like that's all I had in my head. And then it kind of went from there, where I just kind of messed around with a couple chords on my guitar, and then it just flourished. 5, 6, 7, 8, dance with me in my backyard, boy, looking super fine in your corduroy. On TikTok, when I first teased it, somebody was like, I think next time you shouldn't use 5, 6, 7, 8 because it's actually for dancers. And I was like, oh, I was like, the first lyric's about dancing. I've been dancing since I was 3. Like, I didn't mean to offend you or anything. It was really, really funny, but yeah, that's it. It was really random. Drive me around the park, we can go in a loop, and we'll turn the vibe up on some good boy band tunes. Boy band tunes, I mean, my first vinyl was the Help album from the Beatles, and I listened to that on a loop. And then even Beach Boys, 1D, 5 Seconds of Summer. I mean, it would just like, I don't know, I'd bounce between those, but I feel like the Beatles was honestly the one that I listened to the most consistently, and One Direction. But I feel the fresh air, I can feel the rust in dark, and I get a little bit scared. I imagine just like being in the car, probably with like your crush or something, someone you like, and you're kind of like, you have the windows down, you're listening to like fun, loud music. I always like imagine driving through Malibu Canyon for some reason. It's like very freeing feeling. Just like with the windows down, and like I'm like feeling kind of, you know, like you can feel somebody's eyes staring at you. You can like feel somebody's eyes on you. It's like you feel that and you get a little bit nervous, but yeah, I don't know. I guess that's what the picture was in my mind. My heart is on wings, I'm living in dreams, and at the top of our lungs we sing. Again, I guess like the freeing feeling, like you just feel like you're flying and you're on top of the world, and it's like that summer carefree, kind of summer romance thing, and it's just like, I don't know, your heart is on wings. You're just like flying, and there's really nothing to be nervous about, or you're just like so happy and there's nothing bad going on in your life, or you forget about all the bad things, where you're just kind of like totally like up in the clouds, everything's perfect. Everything is perfect. All our words dancing around like a clown at the circus. Backyard boy, make me nervous. I didn't really know what to do for the chorus, so I was just like and was finding a fun melody, and then was throwing in random words and seeing what stuck, and everything was perfect. It kind of went along with the carefree vibe that I was going for. Everything you say to, in this instance, like your crush, it's like the conversation that you're having with them in the moment. It's like nothing that you said was irrelevant or like went out the window. It was like everything you guys said was totally just like meaningful. Dance with me in my backyard, boy, looking super fine in your corduroy. Roll the windows down, let the bass drop low, and everybody's talking, but I don't wanna know. First it was like, let the bass drop low, so it's like clearly you're listening to loud music. It's like super loud. And I kind of envisioned like, you're like wanting to turn up the volume. You don't really care what anybody's saying. You just want to listen to music. At this point, I was just picturing like maybe you're with people, maybe you're not, maybe you're just with your crush. I don't know, but you're just listening to loud music and you don't want to like talk anymore. You just want to listen to music and you want it to be loud and you want the volume up. I've kind of grown up in a musical family since I was ever. My grandma was an opera singer. My other grandma was a children's songwriter. My dad has been a producer, composer. My mom has always played piano and been singing growing up. And so I think it was just kind of pretty natural that I fell into the whole entire music scene.